And I call the member for Kooyong.
Madam Deputy Speaker, it is with great sadness that I rise to speak on the condolence motion for Lance Corporal Andrew Gordon-Jones and Lieutenant Marcus Sean Case. Their deaths on the 30th of May, Lance Corporal Jones at the hands of an Afghan National Army soldier and Lieutenant Case in a Chinook helicopter crash, brought to 26 the number of Australian soldiers to tragically lose their lives on the battlefields of Afghanistan. These brave and committed men died defending Australia's security in this distant but critically important conflict. Afghanistan is at the front line in the war on terrorism, and the active service of our men and women in uniform has made and continues to make the lives of millions of Australians that much more safer. It is this sacrifice that a grateful nation will never forget. Lieutenant Case was only 27 years of age and based in Sydney with the 6th Aviation Regiment. He was born in Melbourne and went to school at Xavier in my electorate of Kooyong. Lieutenant Case enlisted in the Active Army Reserves in 2002 and was posted to the 5th 6th Royal Victorian Regiment. In 2003, he commenced commando selection and training, which included an operational tour to East Timor in 2007. He had also been deployed to Malaysia with the Rifle Company Butterworth in 2005, and most recently in January 2011 was part of the ADF's flood relief operation in Queensland. Lieutenant Case, who was tragically killed on his first tour in Afghanistan, had been deployed there at a Heron unmanned aerial vehicle operator. I attended Lieutenant Case's funeral with both the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition at St Bede's Church only a few weeks ago. It was a very moving ceremony with hundreds of Lieutenant Case's friends and colleagues coming to pay their respects to this very special young man and brilliant aviator. He was clearly much loved by his parents and 5 siblings. The speeches of his brothers and sisters gave us all an insight to this young man who drew pictures of helicopters as a young schoolboy and wanted to do his bit to make the world a better place. In the words of his brother Chris, he knew his greatest weapon and shield was his mind. We are thankful he was born into our family. He was also a brilliant sportsman, playing rugby abroad, and was a cherished and close friend to many. He will be sorely missed, but will never be forgotten. Madam Deputy Speaker, Lance Corporal Andrew Jones, 25, was also from Melbourne, and also on his first deployment to Afghanistan. He leaves behind his partner and his loving parents and 2 younger siblings. After joining the Army in 2004 and training as a cook, he was posted to the 1st Battalion Royal Australian Regiment, later moving to the 9th Force Support Battalion, and then was deployed to East Timor in 2008. He was deployed to Afghanistan in November 2010. Lance Corporal Jones was a skilled cook and a respected soldier. In the words of Brigadier David Mulhall, he was a bloody good soldier and a bloody great cook. He was known for his selflessness and his commitment to others. Madam Deputy Speaker, Australia's military involvement in Afghanistan makes for a difficult time for our country. But having recently visited our soldiers in Oruzgan and Kandahar as part of a bipartisan parliamentary delegation, I saw firsthand the important work that they are doing in bringing security and stability to this war-torn country. It is a difficult mission, but they are making a real difference. But more significantly, yesterday, today, and tomorrow are difficult times for the Jones and Case families. Their pain is felt by all Australians, and we stand ready to support them every way we can. They need to know that their sacrifice and that of their families is not in vain and will never be forgotten by a grateful nation, lest we forget.